Hey, what's up guys? How y'all doing? If you're new to this channel, thank you. Thank you so much for coming here, and hopefully you get good quality from this channel. If you've watched this channel before and you're back, well, kudos to you. Amazing. It means I'm doing somewhat of a good job, and hopefully I can carry on doing that a well done job. So, if you're new to this channel, or if you're not new and you haven't seen my videos that I just released about the Brave browser, please go check them out. They're amazing. They talk about how Brave browser is revolutionizing the monetization system online, and they're doing some pretty amazing stuff in terms of blocking ads and paying people for viewing ads online. So that's pretty cool, pretty nice stuff, I must say. And in this video, we're going to focus on another technology. It's built on top of the XRP ledger. Now, there's a currency called XRP that has its own blockchain. Now, there's an independent creator that created a platform called the XRP TipBot that allows people to send micropayments to different people online, websites, and the platforms are generally supported as of now. So the way it works is that XRP uses an algorithm called the consensus algorithm. Now, to put that into perspective, Bitcoin uses proof of work. Now, the way proof of work works, no pun intended, is that you have different computers having various computational power. Now, these computers, they just work to crunch numbers to get a number called a number used only once. Now, whichever computer reaches the right number first, reaches the right guess first while making those calculations, validates that indeed the transactions in that blockchain are real or they appear the way they are. So that person gets awarded bitcoins for that. Now, XRP, they use a consensus algorithm. So you have you have different computers on the blockchain that are called validators, essentially. Now, their purpose is to validate or to agree that, for example, if there's two transactions coming in, one of those transactions is false, one of them is true. So their point is realizing which one is true and which one is false. And the advantage that comes with that is that it reduces friction, and it eliminates another problem called scalability that sometimes Bitcoin has when there's too many transactions happening. There's a lot of smart people out there trying to come up with technologies like the Lightning Network to try and combat that. But as of now, for XRP, the consensus algorithm is actually working really well. And there's a lot of companies that have onboarded onto using some technologies like Ripple Network that are kind of affiliated to the XRP ledger, but we'll go into that later. So the whole point of this video is to show you how to use the XRP TipBot to actually monetize your content on Twitter, on Discord, on Reddit, and some other platforms like Coil. So in the next part of this video, stay tuned and hope you enjoy it. Hope you get to start using it today. Cheers guys, see you. Hey guys, so let's jump right into it. So this is the XRP TipBot. So basically you just go to XRPTipBot.com. That's XRPTipBot.com. And then when you click login, essentially you just given the platforms that you need to log in. You don't need to give them your email, you don't need to type in your name, you don't need to do jack. So you can log in with Twitter, Reddit, Discord, Coil. Coil is another new monetization system that's targeting monetization of writers and bloggers online, so giving them that freedom. So with Coil, you can log in with a $5 subscription a month, and you can basically tip someone that's using it. But you can also log in with the XRP TipBot. So that's pretty cool, guys. So briefly, let me show you what it's about. When you go to the About section, they have a small video. They have a video here that it's a clean video. So it breaks it down in a very simple way and easy to digest kind of way. So you can check out this video. I'll post the link to the XRP TipBot in the description, so you can check it out under the About tab. So here it shows you the extensions that you type in as you send money. So Twitter and Discord and Reddit, Twitter and Discord have the same extension. So you type in the money, and then you type at XRPTipBot. Then Reddit, you type in the money /u/XRPTipBot. Anyway, so let me read on. It will make more sense as I dig deeper. It's gonna be short, don't worry. So the XRPTipBot is a bot that allows Reddit and Twitter users to send Ripple XRP to each other through Reddit comments or tweets. So to start tipping XRP, you have to deposit XRP to your XRPTipBot account first. So now sending tips. Once you have XRP in your tipping account, you can start tipping. To do this, simply reply to a comment with a message of a format. You type plus, and then you type the amount /u/XRPTipBot for Reddit, or for Twitter plus the amount at XRPTipBot. They're going to give an example, so that will make more sense. So when you send a tip to someone, your balance will decrease, while the tip balance of the Reddit, Twitter, and Discord account you tipped will increase. So with the same amount, and there's no transaction fees, so that's pretty amazing. So the only thing you have to do is to send a tip. The only thing you have to do to send a tip is to send a reaction or a tweet. So here you can use this format. Use the format for Reddit. You can see they give an example here. So you send, for example, plus 3.6789 XRP /u/XRPTipBot. And then for Twitter, you type plus 3.679. That's the amount you want to send at XRPTipBot. So that's pretty amazing. It's really easy to do. And then here there's a note on Twitter tipping. So at Twitter, a tip goes to the user you reply to. If your tweet is not a reply, the tip goes to the Twitter user first mentioned in your tweet. So this is a note on tipping at Twitter. So at Twitter, a tip goes to a user you reply to. If your tweet is not a reply, the tip goes to a Twitter user first mentioned in your tweet, except if that's you yourself. So if you can't send money to yourself. So a new tweet, if there's no reply, so a new tweet, not a reply, like hi at John Doe. Here's +1 at XRPTipBot. So automatically it will trigger a transaction to John Doe, because you basically go to the comment, you're like, hi at Mark, here's +3 at XRP. So Mark will receive 3 XRP, as simple as that. So that's pretty amazing. Then there is multiple tipping. You can tip people, multiple people at the same time. For example, you can see here, this person was tweeted on Twitter. You can see here. This will be even more clearer. So you can see, and Turkish XRP TipBot . So thanks to at the Twitter handle plus the amount the person wanted to send at XRPTipBot. That's easy. So 3 people, they all receive their payments when they log in, and these payments always stay on the blockchain. That's the beautiful thing about this, is that when you send these payments, eventually when these people sign on to the platform, they will get their payments. So they're not stolen, they don't get lost, they always stay on the blockchain until they're received. And I guess they don't cause any traffic in the blockchain, I guess thanks to the consensus algorithm and how it works. Yeah, the XRP ledger is quite complex. I've looked at it many times, but it's been hard to understand it fully, but it's such a robust system though. When you go to the stats page, so this shows you the total tips from the date that's listed here, then total tipped amount. So basically statistics on how the XRPTipBot has been operating, and then here you can publicly see some of the transactions that have been happening, so you can see the activity that's going on. Then for tips and balance, if you have an account, I'll show you. If I log in with my coil, because like 2 weeks ago I sent some XRP to my coil. So if I log in with my coil, you can see tips and balances. I sent 1 tip to the person that made the XRPTipBot. So I just sent a little XRP to them, and of course I haven't received any tips, and this is my balance, 24.8 XRP. And this is Interledger protocol. I'll talk about that briefly. When you go to deposit, you can see, so you can tip in XRP, you can go to an exchange. There's an exchange called Bitrue. It has XRP pairs, so you can trade XRP with fiat currencies or other digital currencies. You can load XRP with your credit card, so I guess you can deposit money and then it's converted to XRP. here with XRP, if you already have XRP on an exchange or on a wallet, you can deposit it here. So you see, when I click XRP, for example, they give me an address, but most people will have their XRP on an exchange. You have to be careful which exchange you use. It's advisable to have a Ledger Nano X as a wallet that you keep your cryptocurrencies on, but in another video I'll explain more about wallets and how they work. So you can go to the second option for an address. If you keep your XRP on an exchange, the exchange will often ask you for an address and a tag. So when you're withdrawing money from your exchange, you have to put an address and a tag. The tag, because you don't actually own the private keys to these XRP transactions, so you don't have you're just using a system you're just taking advantage of an easy to use system that has been created, so you don't own the system. So the tag that you see there helps the blockchain algorithm to track where that money is allocated, so it will know to send it to your address. So it's very important, if you're withdrawing from a website, from an exchange, that you use the tag. It's very important, so take note of that. Yeah, so when you go back to deposit, you'll see other options. As I told you, there were other options of sending through an exchange direct, through using the B2 exchange. It's just supported as a platform here because it's listed XRP pairs, so it's held in high regard in the XRP community, I suppose. And then you can use the Interledger protocol. Now, the Interledger protocol is quite complex, but it's the underlying ecosystem on the XRP ledger. So XRP intends to be like a platform onto which other blockchain platforms can be placed, so that they can efficiently carry out their transactions without having to worry about certain things like liquidity and scalability, and safety. But that solves something that's called there's something in cryptocurrency space called the Byzantine fault tolerance problem, and apparently, to have a Byzantine fault tolerance solution, you need to have consensus, decentralization, and security. But we'll go into that in detail later. So these other deposit options here, as you can see, but it's XRP obviously from an exchange is the easiest, and also using an exchange. These are the two easiest options, and the credit card, obviously. These ones are still used by anyone, can use them, I guess, but they're still very niche and very new and very exciting. Yeah, other currencies as well, other cryptocurrencies can run things like smart contracts on the Interledger protocol. It's a whole ecosystem. We'll go into that later in another video for sure. And then you can withdraw your funds, so you have control of your funds. You can, when you go to withdraw, for example, the 24 XRP I have here, I can choose to withdraw all or some, and then I type my address here. If I require a destination tag, if I'm withdrawing to an exchange, remember to include your destination tag here, and then your XRP address here, and you can put a memo, maybe thank you, or if you're sending it as a gift, so on the blockchain it will be recorded, the memo will be there. So it will be a nice thing if you're sending it as a gift to someone, or you're saving it, so it will be a nice reminder. And then you can also donate XRP to the creator of the XRP TipBot. So in brief, this is the XRP TipBot. It's pretty amazing. You literally just have to go to a comment on Twitter, and then you type at the person's Twitter handle, or any other person that has a Twitter handle that you want to send money to. You type the amount of money you want to send, and at XRP TipBot, or on Reddit, you do /u/ XRP TipBot with the money coming first, and then you'll be able to send them. So this is pretty exciting stuff, and it's really exciting stuff because it eliminates the third parties, banks, PayPal, and all these inefficient systems that make it really hard to just give money to someone whose content that you like. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out the links in the description if you want to read, to have a more in-depth understanding of the XRP TipBot and how it works. And if you go to the website and go to About, and you watch the video that's there, it'll be really helpful for you to have a more in-depth understanding of how it works. And with time, I will release a video on my experience with the XRP TipBot and how it has worked out. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. See you.